All right, so before I start, I want to remind everyone that this Friday, April 15th, at 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time, we'll be having the 200 subscribers celebration live stream here on the channel on YouTube. We'll be playing a game or two. I'll be able to answer your questions live. We'll be able to interact with each other live. Hopefully have a really great time. We'll be streaming for a couple hours. So please show up for the live stream, have fun, ask questions. Everything will be great. All right, so let's talk about Fritos. So Fritos, I don't know how widely available Fritos might be outside of the United States. But in case you don't know, Fritos are these little fried corn chips that they're super crunchy, very nice flavor, very salty, and they go great in a lot of things. Said very salty, go great in a lot of stuff. Here in the, I don't actually know where it is on other places, but here in the Midwest we have a dish called a Frito chili pie, which is where you take Fritos, chili, cheese, maybe some lettuce, maybe some sour cream, and you all mix it into a bowl together and you get a Frito chili pie, and that's really great. It's kind of like nachos a little bit, but it's its own it's its own thing entirely. Now, I don't love Fritos, but they are pretty good, and I would definitely prefer them in a Frito chili pie versus just by themselves. But that is, of course, just regular Fritos. As you can see, I just have the original here. But they have many other flavors. The two most popular ones, aside from original, will be the chili cheese Fritos, which have a chili cheese seasoning on them to replace just the regular salt that the original ones have. And then there's also the barbecue Fritos, which have a sort of barbecue salt seasoning on them that gives the sense of a barbecue flavor. Now, there's an episode of Good Mythical Morning where I read and link, search for the best barbecue flavored snack. And so, it's important to remember that in that episode, they look for, in the episode or in that series, because they have a series about it, they look for the best one that tastes the most like barbecue, not the one that necessarily tastes the best. They're trying to find the one that tastes the most like just barbecue sauce. And they said they really enjoyed the barbecue Fritos, but they didn't give it a relatively high score because when you compare the Fritos, the barbecue Fritos, directly to the barbecue sauce that they were comparing it to, they talked about how the corniness, because, these are corn chips, the corniness comes through way too much. It can really overpowers the barbecue flavor in the end. And so, it's one of those things where, the chips are really great, but they're not doing an incredibly impressive job of emulating the thing that they're supposed to taste like. But, Fritos, as far as I'm aware, are my dad's favorite chips. I remember when I was young, I was never allowed to eat Fritos, really, because my dad would always want them, and so, which is all right because I don't love Fritos. I already said that. I like the salty flavor of Fritos. They are fried, I'm pretty sure, but they don't feel fried because they're not really oily or greasy in any way. They have a wonderful, magnificent crunch. You really get the flavor of the corn. Sometimes I sort of wish that they were a little bit more salty because I like the way that the salt flavor comes through and it overpowers the corn for just a short moment. But beyond that, yeah, because like, you know, like Fritos are kind of like what Doritos would be if Doritos had no flavoring on them. Like if they just threw tortilla chips in a bag and salted them and threw the Doritos logo on top of it, that's basically what Fritos already is. They're just smaller and they're not so iconic. And so, I don't know if Fritos really has any other flavors beyond the original, the chili cheese and the barbecue. I would be surprised if they didn't, though. Because, you know, they're like a relatively, I don't know if they're a large brand. I know it says Fritos brand, but they're more than likely also owned by Frito-Lay. Yeah, they are owned by Frito-Lay. So they're inside that entire scope and sphere of, Frito-Lay, and so they have all that money. And so it's one of those things where, like, if they don't have like a nacho cheese instead of like a chili cheese, or like the Cool Ranch or the sour cream flavor for these, they should do that because it would sell really great, I think. Probably never as good as Doritos, but you know, almost nothing. Like Doritos are like the #1 selling chip in the world or something. They're at least in the top 10. They've got to be. I mean, so. My favorite thing about Doritos, though, it only has 3 ingredients. Corn oil, and salt. Which is amazing, the fact that it only has 3 ingredients. How many, can you even name another food item that only has 3 ingredients that's made by a major corporation or brand? It's kind of insane, honestly. Because like even Doritos, I have, like Ruffles, right here. See, how many ingredients does Ruffles have? Nope. Ruffles has potatoes, vegetable oil, which is, potatoes, vegetable oil, and salt. But the vegetable oil is canola oil, corn, soybean, and or sunflower oil. So they use 3, maybe 4 different oils to make Ruffles, which technically counts as being more than 3 ingredients, whereas they just use corn oil, and salt. But the bottom line is, Fritos are really good. Obviously, because they've been around for so long. They're not great. The original ones are good, not great. The chili cheese and the barbecue ones are fantastic. If you've never had, specifically the chili cheese, if you've never had chili cheese Fritos, then you have not lived. They also have another shape called the Fritos Twists, which are literally little sticks of corn that have been twisted to give a nice, pretty shape, and those are also in the chili cheese flavor. I absolutely recommend that anybody, if you like Fritos, you are going to have, if you like Fritos or if you like corn chips, you will absolutely love those. So please try them if you haven't. And I would say you're going to enjoy it quite a bit. So if you enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more content just like this in the future. Remember, do not forget that we are going to be having the 200 subscriber celebration live stream Friday, April 15th, so the end of this week, at 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time, so right at noon here. I'm gonna play some games for you all to watch. I'm gonna be able to answer your questions live, talk to you all live in person. You guys will get to watch me play, be around me, sort of, and yeah, we'll all have a great, fun time. So please show up, have fun. So once again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, bye.